What's up, backyard bassing fans? Alright, I'm guessing you already seen the thumbnail and the title and kind of know what this is about. But a good buddy of mine, Sean, which is on my live stream a lot and on my channel a lot. He also goes by Upstate Bassin'. Real good guy. Sent me a couple of Googan baits to kind of test out and try. And today we're just going to kind of open them up and see what kind of our first impressions are and what they look like and everything. So, first one up is going to be the Banger. So, this one here says it dives anywhere from 2 to 5 feet. It's a 3/8 ounce. It is a square bill. So, I would imagine this one's probably going to be a pretty good deal. I don't see much difference between this bait and most of the other square bills I throw. Let me get it out of package here. So, you guys can see right there. Like I said, it's pretty decent looking bait. Like I said, I don't see anything out of the ordinary from any other square bill right off the bat or anything. Other than the eyes are a little bit different. The paint job, I will say, does look a little bit shinier. I'm not that it's a good thing or a bad thing either way. I'm just saying that most of the square bills I get are not quite this shiny or that slick. But I mean, I don't think that's going to make any difference really. But square bill in the front of it looks pretty good. It's pretty sturdy. It does appear to be a tad bit thinner on the edges of it than some of the other ones I throw. So I'll have to see how that kind of reacts. Does have the oval split ring on the front, which is really nice. I personally like that oval split ring a whole lot better than I do just the round ones. I think they work a lot better. So this color here kind of looks like a sexy shad or something. Let's see what color they got. And yeah, that's what they call it too, is a sexy shad. So like I said, that's the square bill right there. Like I said, pretty good looking bait. Get into another one here. Get this one back in the box. Alright. There's that one. Okay, next one is going to be their Flat Banger. This one here says it goes 3 to 6 foot. This is in the 1/2 ounce. The color is Mud Bug. Pretty solid looking color, actually. I like that. So, especially for the spring and fall. A little bit of that good crawdad pattern. So, let's see here. So, just like a flat-sided crankbait. This one is actually a little bit bigger than what I expected. I thought it'd be a little bit smaller profile than this, a little bit skinnier. But it's actually a pretty wide profile, I kind of like. Like I said, colors on it are good. Like I said, dives 3 to 6 foot. Bill on it, about the same as a square bill, a little bit wider. Not a big difference there. Let's see what it says on here. So it is like I said, 1/2 ounce. All around, I mean, looks like a pretty decent bait. Like I said, the only thing that I question about it is going to be that width. And like I said, you guys can see it there. It's pretty wide. So, kind of curious to see how that's going to come through the water and stuff like that. A lot of flat-sided stuff like that, I like to run around grass lines and stuff like that. With that wider body, I don't know if that's going to hurt it or help it. I'm not sure. So, we'll give that a shot and see what happens with it. So, let's see here. And guys, these are definitely pretty good hooks on there. They're pretty light wire, I can say that right off the bat. They're very, very sticky. We'll kind of stay in that same realm there. This is actually called their Clutch. So this is another 1/2 ounce. The diving depth, this is just a sinking, pretty much like a rattle trap, something like that. Red-eyed shad. Should have definitely brought my knife down here for this. They got pretty good packaging, I'll say that. So, there we go. This is in the sexy shad color too, so. Alright. So you can see there, like I said, it's pretty good looking bait. Like I said, this is the sexy shad color again. They kind of went after that more of a cone top on there instead of just a flat-sided top, which I really do like. In my opinion, I think when you're ripping through grass lines and stuff like that, it comes through a little bit better with that, rather than having just that flat top. So all around, looks like a great bait. Does have rattles in there. You guys can hear that. Sounds like a couple BBs in there. I don't think it's tungsten or anything like that, but it does sound like it sounds like it's got BBs and maybe one knocker in there, so mixed in there together. So I'm kind of curious to see how that actually throws and how that actually sounds down there to the fish. So we'll definitely give that one a shot. Just back in here. All right, now this one is the Recon. So this is the, it's supposed to dive 8 to 12 foot. This isn't the 5/8 ounce. I actually fished with a Recon, it's been a couple months ago. It was supposed to go, I think it was 16 to 20 foot. And I think I told you guys before, I had a hard time getting it. I couldn't get it to 20 foot. About 19 was max. And that was throwing on, I think I had 15-pound line at the time. So I'm sure if I went down to the 12, I might have hit it, but it was a struggle to get it down that far, to be honest with you. Which is, I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's just, you got a lot of crankbait companies out there that say their baits are going to go down farther and farther, but they really don't. So just going to kind of find that happy medium and just fish where you want it. So, but here's the Recon. This is, I'm guessing, another type of shad color here. Yeah, the Mondo shad. So it's got a real nice, you can see that on the back, it's a real nice chartreuse up through there with a little bit of blue tint in there. Then the yellow stripe like you have on the sexy shads with that dot on both sides. It's a pretty good looking bait, I'll agree. Does have a little bit of like a purplish finish on the bottom that glares in the sun, like a metallic. Really like that. I don't know how much the bottom of it's really going to see the sunlight when it's coming through the water, but I see a little bit of on the top there, I guess. But bill looks pretty decent. Like I said, pretty heavy duty bill. Nothing wrong with that. Hooks are good, tipped in. Like I said, these are they're pretty quality baits. I'll give them that. I don't see anything right off the bat with any of these four that strike me as odd or being cheap or anything like that. They look like pretty solid baits. So we're just going to have to fish them and try them out and see what happens. But guys, that's the 4 baits. Like I said, thank you to Sean for sending me these. That was awfully nice of him. Like I said, we'll do some reviews on them in the spring. You know, now we're kind of getting out of the decent weather here. We kind of went from a somewhat of a fall bite to almost a straight winter. So it's actually pretty decent today. I think it's up to about 49 today. So it's comfortable sitting out here right now, but I think it's supposed to drop down to the 20s tonight again. So fishing's been real tough. Just kind of shut off a little bit. I haven't quite switched to my winter bite yet of throwing like the swim jigs the swim baits and the jigs yet. So probably gonna have to look into doing that here in the next week or so. But I'll keep you guys updated and we'll see what we can get. Thanks for watching, guys.